Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. So this is S Design YouTube channel where you learn everything about graphic design, website design, and even on the tech space. So you're in the right place. Welcome to my channel. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and switch on your notification button to be notified when we upload new videos. So today, today's request that we don't know how to edit a template on Canva. Like I just said to my student, we are in the era where it is not where you are using to design that matters, but your creativity and how you know how to move your way in. So there are so many beautiful, like more than 10,000 of templates on Canva that you can work with, especially when you are more creative, that no one will know that you edit a template. Believe me, no one can know you edit a template. It's going to be creative, it's going to be beautiful. So this morning I'm not going to waste our time. I just want to take us through how to edit a template on Canva. Either you are using a pro account or an account that is not pro. You can edit a template. It doesn't matter the one you are using. Even a free account has a template you can edit. Now let's start with. So first thing first, when you're on your Canva page, either you are using a mobile phone or you are using desktop. So when you're on your Canva, so you click on this, then you search for what you want to design. Now, something about Canva is that you have to be specific with your word, with your search button. One thing about, if you are so consistent with AI, is that the more you are so specific with AI, the more you get the right result. So it's just like that for everything on the space. Though technology is moving on higher and higher, but nevertheless, these computers and everything, they are suited to they are still working at the expense of human brain. So what am I saying is that you have to be very specific for you to get the right result. You can't expect, let me say AI for instance, to think about what is in your head. No, they will only respond to basically what you are giving them. So just that way, that's the way it is also here on Canva. You have to be very specific with the word you are using. Now, this boils down to, you have to understand the project you are working on. Okay, let me say for instance now, I'm working on a barber shop. Like I want to design a flyer for someone that has a shop, like a barbering salon. Now, I can go to Canva. I will type professional barber shop flyer. Now some people say, why am I typing barber shop? Why is it not barbering salon? Yeah, Canva is very used to barber shop than barbering salon. So they will give me, beautiful templates. Like beautiful templates specifically on barbershop. If I just go and type barbering salon, I tell you I'm not going to get. And one thing again is that if I click on a particular template, let me say I click on this, good. So it's still going to bring things under it that is related to it. So I can still check for likely, template. Just imagine I edit this for my client, for instance. No, I'm still going to put some touches, because it's not like I'm still going to do some things to make it look beautiful to my client's demand. So that is number one. So let me move to another thing. I'm just showing us an example. I'm not working on barbershop. So let me say I want to now, let me say probably a salon. Like I would say professional salon flyer. Now you're going to see what it's going to bring. It's not going to bring any, likely it's not going to bring any barbering salon. Now, do you notice something? It's bringing different kind of salon. It brings a beauty salon. It brings a hair salon. Do you see? Hope you are seeing what is happening. Now, just imagine that I'm not currently working on a beauty spa salon. What will I do? I'll go back again to my search box and say professional hair salon flyer. You can see I'm putting professional. Why? Because I don't just want any flyer like that. Do you understand? So I say professional hair salon flyer, and sometimes I can use the word creative. Then you can see what it's going to bring. Now it's no longer bringing beauty spa, it's bringing specifically what I want. Look at those beautiful templates. Even if you're not using a pro account, this is a free template. You can see this is also a free template. They are so beautiful. They are going to design within 30 minutes, even much, depending on your swiftness, and you're going to get your cool cash. Your cool money. Yes, like very beautiful template. Look at this. Oh my, this is so beautiful. Like very simple. It's carrying the right message instantly. Look at this, very beautiful. No one will say, okay, where do you design this from, right? It's so beautiful, and It's so simple. So that is that on how to search for a template on Canva. You have to understand what you are designing specifically. Don't just type anything. Don't assume Canva will know what is in your mind. Use specific word. If you want to design for a caterer, use a specific word in your project. Okay, so this morning we are going to be designing a restaurant flyer. Yeah. So you're going to see what I do, what I'm going to do. So I'm going to type creative restaurant flyer. Okay, so we are still following. Right, good. So now it's going to give me, many. One thing about having food flyers is it's going to be mouth-watering food flyers. There's no food store you're going to design all this for. They're not going to tell you thank you. Yeah. So when you get to the end of your template, now another thing is you have to be the kind of graphic designer that you can search. Don't just, because you are working with a template, don't just settle for anything. Be able to search more. You can see, yeah, they said 10,000 templates. So this is, I've not even explored to 1,000. So I can still go to show more. It's also on mobile, so go to show more. Yeah, so you can see they will give you many, as many as you want. Now understand what you are working on, because you are seeing beautiful templates. Don't be carried away. Understand what you are working on. Understand it. Is it a price list? Yes. Let me show you something like a price list. This is a price list. This is not. So you should be careful on the templates you are putting, you are clicking, even though it is just like the template is just there. Now that's a price list. Now this is a menu. Menu is different from, okay, design a flyer for our brand. Hope you are getting. Now this is also a flyer. Now probably you can pick this, but depending on what you want to design. For instance, let's say your clients demand that you list what they are selling. You can't make use of this, right? Because there's no place for listing, except you'll be doing much touching. But I like to go for the kind of flyer in which the touching I'll be doing on it will be very few, okay? And this is a logo. Can you imagine, like, if I want to design it for someone, I can just, let me click on it so we can see what I want to say, what I want to show us. Now I can just change the name of this, and that's all. I'll design a logo for my clients. I can also change the color, actually. So that's that on how to look for a very beautiful template. So let me go for this template now. See, this template is very beautiful, but then I still want to check under it to see specifically if it has other fly. Yes, it has beautiful template again. See this, wow. So they are a lot, so beautiful. Yes, I remember I designed this for one of my clients one time. She really loved it. People really, oh my, people were really, they love the flyer. Now this, if you see this flyer now, this is grand opening. But the time I was designing it, I was not designing it as a grand opening. I retouched everything. I rebranded it, so to speak, to my client's demand. So she was not doing any grand opening. She was just having a flyer for a brand. So that's what I'm saying, that you have to understand what you are designing. Now look at this. This is a food menu. Understand the difference between a food menu, a sales flyer, and a brand flyer. Like this one now is probably a special offer flyer. You can't design this as a flyer for a particular brand. Okay, so let me go for this morning. Oh yeah, I'm in morning here in this country. So okay, so we're gonna be designing this. Now you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. So I wait for it to load right there. Now after opening your template, calm down. Yes, I use the word calm down because you are seeing, oh, everything is well laid out. That does not mean you will not still put your creativity. That does not mean you will not still change some things to make it suit in, to the demand of your client. Okay. Now, if you look at this flyer, it's a special offer flyer because it's bringing on discount 75%. Now, my client is not doing any discount 75%. Okay, so I'm still going to change this. Because my client is not doing any discount now. But let me start from where I want to start. Okay, so let's say I want to design this flyer for a brand that the brand name is Fast and Fresh. Okay, so I will click on this first. I like that font, so I'm still going to remain the font Fast and Fresh. Yeah, so that I've not put the and, right? Now this is name of the brand, but this is not the way I want it to look like. So I click on it again and move it a little bit. Now I click on the fresh, I go to letter spacing. Are we seeing it? Then I increase it. Okay, good. I just want it to be here. Now then this fast, I will bring it here. I want it to align with the last part of the fast. Good. Then what will I do again? I will click on this fresh. You can do this I'm about to do in different way. I am going to double click because I want another test, but you can go to test to bring in your own test. Then I double click on the fresh, then I put and. Are we seeing what I'm doing? Then I click on the and again, then I change the color to white. Remember I told you the name of the brand I'm working for is Fast and Fresh, so I want to do some things. So this is just trying to manipulate some things to make it beautiful. Actually, like I said, you have to put in some touches. You don't just do it as if okay they pay for a template, right? So Fast and Fresh. Okay, good. Now I want it to be like this, Fast and Fresh. So this is the way I want the name of the flyer to look like. Now when you're working with your template, you can work with any kind of template. Look at the color first. Is the color matching with the color of your client's brand? Now for this client I'm working for, she does not have a brand color. Okay, so and always, every time, yellow and black, they are always a good. So this color combination is good for me. So, and I also love the font. I love the way the font is. Everything is well to my taste. That's why I said, if you are looking for a template, look for the template that will match what you're looking for. Are we together? Now, like I said earlier, my client is not doing discount of 75%. She is not doing. So what am I going to change this to? What am I going to change this to? So I'm going to delete this, okay? Or I'm going to delete this or write 100%. Can you see what I'm doing? You have to be creative as a graphic designer. Don't let your flyer be too busy. I want to bring this discount down because I want you to write another thing. So I want to write 100% because she's selling food. So I want to write 100% home and rich flavor. Are we still together? Good. So I put this here. Sorry, I want to make it to be on. 100%. Now this is just assumption. This flyer is just because of this training. Okay. Now, for many times, if you are designing something like this test might be a little bit scanty. It might not be even rich enough. So you can get beautiful statements to put on your client flyer, and we do that most of the time. You can check related flyers to food. You will see statements they put on it. But I'm just going to, because of the purpose of this training, I'm just going to put home and rich flavor, 100% home and rich flavor. So actually you can put anything. It's just for the sake of this training. Okay, so if I'm to design this for real, I'm definitely going to use another statement, like probably your number one go-to restaurant, stuff like that. Very catchy. Do you understand? Okay, so continuing. Now we'll move to the next thing. You can see that I've not changed the pictures. Definitely this is not what my client is selling, because my client is a Nigeria restaurant, and this yes, they are Nigeria restaurant, but then they are not in popularly common local food that people eat here and there. Okay, so I'm firstly going to change all this, right? I'm going to change it too, but before changing it, let me move again. This is book now. If my client is the person that she actually work based on, you have to book a order before you receive what you are buying, then I can use book now. Remember in my previous video, you should use the right call to action. Probably your client does not take booking. Your client just instantly, when they order, they get it. So you should not be using book now. What do you use? You probably use order now. Can you send us a DM? You can use contact. You can use contact us now. You can use many things. So please, don't just let everything on the template be what you are using. Okay, so order now. Then I love it, but I still want to do some touch on it. So I put it, then I go to letter spacing because I want it to be a little bit scanty. It's too, yeah, so I want it to be like this. Good. Then order now. Then after changing the order now, I go to call for booking. You can see that I'm just clicking on it. You might intentionally want to change the font now, but like I said earlier, I love the font arrangement. But if you want to change the font of your template, just click on it. Go to displays. It's also in mobile. You will have seen something like this in your mobile. Then click on it. You will see where to edit your font. Now, this, I will see where my cursor is. This is where you change your font. Okay. So it's always also on mobile if you are using mobile. So, but because I have already changed my call to action to order now, what will I do? I will change this one to again. I'll not say call for booking. I'll say call for order. Are we still together? Then I also want to make this letter, this text spacious. Then I will click here. Then I will increase. Yes. Good. Now, let me quickly bring in my pictures. Then where do I go to? I go to upload. Do we see? I go to upload. I click on upload files. So I go to where I have my resources. I think it's here. So I have many food pictures resources here. So yeah, right now I want to pick the resources for my client. So I can pick this. Let me say I want to pick this. If you are using a desktop, you can always bring in everything at the same time. But if you are also using mobile, you can select multiple. I'll probably one of these days do a video on that again for mobile users. Okay, so I want to click on this. I want to click on this. It's just 3 pictures, remember? And again, okay, let me pick 4 pictures. So I want us to see how to have more than one. If the pictures on your template is not enough for you, like these 3 pictures on my own template is enough for me. Actually, is enough for me. So my pictures are coming up already. But if for instance your pictures is not enough for you, you think that okay, my clients need more, then let me say if I am the person that I want to add more pictures to this thing, I can remove this totally. Like let me move this. I'm just doing an example, right? I'm not going to do all this. Then I can just what? I will click on, I will duplicate what I want to like the pictures I want. Let me say I click on this. I'll just click on Ctrl D. If you are using mobile, you just click on the plus icon. You click on something like this on your mobile, you'll see it duplicate. If I also click on this, it's going to duplicate. So then I can now arrange it. Yes, assuming I want 4 pictures, I will find somewhere to put it. I will arrange it. You understand? But I am not looking for more pictures. I'm okay with these pictures on my work like this. Yes. So I'm just using this particular video to train us on how to edit a template. Okay. So doing this, I bring in my pictures one by one. Okay, one by one. Good. So firstly, I want this jollof rice to go first. So I will frame it in. Yes, you will have seen that they are framed pictures. Frame pictures means that you just click them in. It will replace the other picture that is in it. Now let me show you what frame pictures is. Let me say I delete this. You will have seen the frame. This is a frame. So let me press Ctrl Undo. I don't like this where this jollof rice is. Yes, so let me say I want to put another thing there. Yes, I like the way the fried rice is there. So let me put this this fried plantain here. Good. Okay, that's already rice. Let me put something like fried here. Good. So this is what my clients sell. Okay, good. So someone that sells fried rice, you definitely know my clients sell jollof rice. Now I want to start putting what they sell, right? So I can put jollof rice, I can put fried rice. I put fries. Let me put small chops, yeah. And sometimes to make your flyer or purpose, you can set and more, or you put etc, and like this, meaning you are telling them, I said this is just for what, for for an example. Now this template, this etc sometimes is to tell the client, your client potential customers, that they can order for another thing that they want. But for many purposes, it's always good to put specifically what your client are selling. So this flyer is just for instance, like I said. So the name of it is Fast and Fresh. Just like I said, this you can work on it, mom. Put in your pictures. You might use another template, then put the numbers. So let me say I just want to put probably this is the number of my client. So for instance, like I said, good. So I'm done with the flyer. This is simple, nice, it's not taking any time, and everyone I designed this for, even if I'm not supposed to be doing particularly, let me say I'm not doing example, I am actually designing for real, this is definitely going to be more beautiful. So you can always work on templates, make them so creative. Yeah, watch out again for another video next week. That is going to be very interesting and so detailed again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.